What up, y'all? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick, man. Sad day. With the passing of DMX. DMX was one of my favorite hip hop artists growing up before I was introduced to Kanye West. Definitely one of my favorites. I definitely liked his introspective uh, dialogue and music, especially when it concerned, facing your own demons and everything like that. Um, he was one that had his own demons and everything like that. So I just want to just talk about, at what point do we start, holding and and I'm not trying to lessen, his death because it's a terrible tragedy thing. I just want to know at what point do we start holding these celebrities accountable, you know, or at least start holding some of the same people that we might know in some of our communities to the status of celebrities. Because let's be real, DMX ain't the first one. Well, first of all, let's call it what it is. DMX died of a heart attack that was caused by a drug overdose that he chose to participate in. He didn't have to do them drugs. He had a choice in doing that stuff, and he chose to do that stuff. I know, I've heard, I know the story about, um, the laced weed and stuff like that, but uh, at 50 years old, he was able to make an educated choice, an educated decision for himself, and those choices have outcomes and consequences. You know, and it's not just him. Whitney Houston, same thing. Prince, same thing. Michael Jackson, same thing. Amy Winehouse, whatever her name is, same thing. And everybody wants to mourn them and everything like that, right? But it's like, when we gonna start mourning? Do you mourn the crackhead that dies, the one that you might pass up every day, or do we just say, when they pass away, they shouldn't have been doing that? There's choices. Like, I don't, man. I'm just, like I said, it's just, that's why, I'm glad that Kanye came out, when he had the whole thing with the TMZ stuff, and he was talking about the opioids and stuff like that, and giving, not just them, but us as just everyday people a look into, you know, Hollywood and what really goes on out there, because he himself was like, he was getting addicted. Felt like he was getting addicted. Felt like he was pressured to get addicted to that stuff. And that could be him one day. It would be a terrible day, but that could be him one day. That could be Kanye. If he chooses to go down that lifestyle and not handle, and not take some accountability for the things that are going on in his life. I don't know, man. I'm just sitting here thinking, man. Just sitting here thinking. Just that. At what point, man? At what point do we just like? At what point does this stuff stop, man? Like, I know that's was getting inside of rehab stuff and everything like that, but man, like, I don't know, man. Sad situation. At the same time, though, it's a situation that could have been prevented. It's something that could have been prevented. I feel like X, in the shape that he was in, just in the physical shape that he was in, back, when he was, really putting out them hits and stuff like that, That man should have, it just with modern, keeping up with his health and stuff like that, that man should have lived to at least 70. But because he chose to go down the path of drugs and getting high and stuff, he lived till he was 50. But he died doing, what he liked, which is drugs. He died doing what he liked. So, I don't know. Said just a quick stream of consciousness. Yeah, man.